Oh, and we in there. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and the high vibrating species on the planet. What it is, what it do, good people. How we living out there? What's bussin'? Yeah, I know. Welcome back to the channels. Welcome back to the channels. Y'all feel me? The realm of the monsters, as we like to call it. Academates. Salute to you. Have a seat. Have a seat. Come on in. Hope you got your pens and your pads with you. Yada mean, yada mean, yada mean. Hope y'all done ordered y'all some numerology books. You know what I'm talking about? So we can follow, you know what I mean, the course here. But I hope everybody good out there. I'm vibing. I'm vibing high. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing through. You feel me? Definitely taking in the sun, man. It's a scorcher. That boy said toasty. And we getting it, so. You know what I mean? I hope y'all doing the same. Hope everybody's good. We are back with another SCP, and we are still with SCP-Y. And why is because we're gonna go through the Harlequin. So we did the what's it the Purot Prey. However you enunciate that, John. We just did that one. Of course, he was 20. And, of course, you know what I'm saying, the numerology, that's we did the 20, and then we did the 2. So this is Harlequin. Of course, I don't know if this is the actual SCP itself. Not sure. Because the other one was an actual incident report. So this one doesn't say anything about an incident report. I'm very intrigued. Harlequin, I don't want to draw any speculations. Because a lot of females want to be Harley, but they too Barbie for it. You know what I'm saying? They know nothing about Dr. Quinn. They don't know nothing about Dr. Quinn, and they want to be Harley. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think Dr. Quinn's a little bit more crazier than Harley is. I mean, if you get my drift there, you know what I'm saying? But anywho's, this is what we got going on today. So, let me see. The number 2. We're just going to call him out real quick. We're gonna do it to the negative side. We're gonna stick it to the negative, because you know Harley Quinn, you know how she get on. So, but like I said, we don't want to draw speculation that they're actually talking about Dr. Quinn here. We just know Harley Quinn, of course, means something totally different than the actual character there. Okay, so that we're just introducing you to the name. So it'd be in your best interest to actually Google the term, and I would go back, like etymology, go back with it and see exactly what they're referring to and why they would. This girl's name would be Harley Quinn. They're telling you something, so I may just do that after this segment here. But anyways, so for our negatives on numerology for the number 2, and if you resonate, this is the negative side. So you may want to turn this around if you resonate. Okay, this could be your birthday, born on the 2nd. You know what I'm talking about? This could be your life path number. You feel me? Could be your favorite number. However, but this is the negative, which is petty, small-minded, deceptive, apathetic, shy, weak, hoarding, super sensitive, cruel, impatient, uncooperative, sly, insincere, and inconsiderate. For occupations, one may be a botanist, a chemist, an engineer, a mediator, a healer, cook, or an artist. The rulership is basically, the 2 is rulership over basically all bodies of water. But we got lakes, ponds, streams, water towers, beaches, docks, harbors, canals, oceans, fishing industry. Okay, it's a nighttime number, intuitive connection with nature. So it's a nature number, number of nature. Duality, the pair of opposites, and to share healing powers with those in need. So with great power comes great responsibility. And if you can heal, share it with the world, please. So the positives: easygoing, mild-mannered, agreeable, patient, considerate, cooperative, gracious, kind, peacemaker, caring, persuasive, charming, receptive, diplomatic, understanding, modest, and unwavering. So that is the actual number 2. Of course, it gets deeper than that. We'll leave that for your actual homework for yourself. Now, again, the 20 is divine awakening and clear judgment. That's what the number 20 represents. Okay? So, it's a master number potential. The 0 adds infinite power to any number it follows. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on and so forth. The 0 adds infinite power to the number. I guess the negative sides of this would be an extreme level of obsession, cruelty, deception, hypersensitive, very resentful, and if you are into tarot, it would be the card of judgment. Okay, so that be the numerology for this evening's segment, the Harlequin. Okay, and Academics, and if you're new, just have a seat. We're not going to pressure you into hitting like, share, subscribe. If you're rocking with us afterwards, you know what I'm saying, we'd be much obliged if you do that for us. You know what I'm talking about? Help us with the algorithm, because we are under shadow law. You know what I'm talking about? Shadow law. Bison trying to step on us. So we could use your hand in that boost to get up in that thing. You know what I mean? So we can spread these numbers and spread this perspective that we have and show the people what we, as the Academates here at the Academy 7, what we found. You know what I mean? We're going to spread it. We're gonna let everybody know it's a different perspective and it's a different way to look at this. We don't condone that you believe in the things that you see in the visions that we brings to you. We don't ask that you believe it. We ask that you do your due diligence. We ask that you pay attention to detail, use your intuition and your discernment. You feel me? That's your dibs. I mean, and if so long as you're operating in love, you'll be able to see past some of the deception that they're definitely gonna sling it out there. So we're here to see what's fabricated, or what's real, what we can use, what we need to dispose of, what they're doing, and what we need to do about it. Okay, or what we can do about it, if anything. All right. So that's what we got going on. We condone nothing, but you do your own due diligence, do your own research. It's better for you that you do it yourself, because once you find it yourself, there's nobody that can really take it from you. You can go directly to your sources. All right? We're just here to help you find keywords for your source and for your search. All right. So, Academates, I hope you have what you need, because I do. And without further ado, we're going to get to what it is that we do. See what's up with Harley. Bussin'.
Item number SCP-Y-020.
Let's do it.
Object class Keter.
Keter. Keep up with me, bro.
Special containment procedures. SCP-Y-020 cannot be contained due to its existence on a separate plane. Efforts are focused on tracking its manifestations and minimizing its impact. Surveillance equipment sensitive to extra-dimensional anomalies is stationed in areas where SCP-Y-020 is known to appear. Any sightings or encounters are to be reported immediately to Site-Y1 Command for analysis. SCP-Y-020-A instances are to be contained in standard humanoid containment cells equipped with soundproofing to prevent the spread of scratching sounds. Personnel interacting with SCP-Y-020-A must wear noise-cancelling headphones to avoid auditory hallucinations. Psychological support is mandatory for all personnel exposed to SCP-Y-020 or SCP-Y-020-A instances. Description: SCP-Y-020 manifests as a tall, thin humanoid wearing a jester costume intertwined with patches of sickly green flesh. It features a gaunt face with sunken, glowing eyes and a perpetual ear-to-ear smile revealing elongated teeth. Insect-like limbs protrude from its head, mimicking a jester's hat, and produce a chittering sound as they move. Notably, SCP-Y-020's face appears to be a mask of skin covering an insectoid body. It flickers in and out of visibility, selectively appearing to chosen individuals. Those hunted by SCP-Y...
You know, what's this, Pirate? Yeah, the Pirate prey. That's what I thought. That I didn't say that last time in the last video, but that's what I was thinking, man. That maybe this thing is like an insectoid. I mean, of course, he just said it. So, and now that I'm actually looking at it, like yeah. So, the thing is definitely deceptive, because it's giving you the impression of a humanoid looking being, but it's really something really something else underneath, like the lizards. You know what I'm saying? You know how they get down.
020 report hearing scratching sounds inside their heads before disappearing without a trace.
So what, like butt
Within
scratching on
7
your skull or
days,
something?
some reappear as SCP-Y-020-A instances, bearing grotesque deformities and a tick-like insect in place of their heads.
Oh, hell no.
SCP-Y-020's manifestations are frequently preceded by an anomalous drop in temperature and an increase in ambient electromagnetic interference. Witnesses describe an overwhelming sense of dread and an inability to move or look away during its appearances. SCP-Y-020 appears to favor locations with high human activity, often choosing urban parks, schools, and public squares for its manifestations. SCP-Y-020's presence causes localized reality distortions, making its containment and study exceedingly difficult. These distortions include sudden spatial anomalies, temporal displacements, and auditory hallucinations. Subjects exposed to SCP-Y-020's chittering sounds report symptoms ranging from mild anxiety to full-blown psychosis. Addendum Y020-3, Psychological Impact Study, Abstract, SCP-Y-020 induces profound psychological distress in individuals who encounter it. Symptoms include paranoia, hallucinations, severe anxiety, and dissociative episodes. Long-term exposure leads to irreversible mental deterioration. Case study 1. Subject D4532-1. Exposure: direct visual and auditory symptoms. Subject reported incessant scratching noises and visual hallucinations of SCP-Y-020. Over time, subject developed severe paranoia, believing SCP-Y-020 was hiding in shadows and corners. Subject was found attempting to carve out their own eyes, claiming they couldn't unsee the Harlequin. Case Study 2. Subject: Agent. Exposure: visual symptoms. Agent reported feeling watched and hearing chittering noises. Agent's mental state deteriorated rapidly, culminating in a dissociative episode where the agent believed they were becoming SCP-Y-020. Psychological evaluation revealed severe cognitive dissonance and identity fragmentation. Incident Report YHLQN-2. Date: August 1st, 2000. Location: United States. Details: Y020 manifested in a middle school during a theatrical performance causing mass hysteria. Several students and staff members disappeared, and 4 Y020-A instances were discovered in the school's gymnasium. One instance was clutching a makeshift mask made of human skin, resembling Y020's face. Psychological counseling was provided to all surviving witnesses. Incident Report YHLQN-34. Date: August 25th, 2000. Location. Details: a surveillance team stationed near a known manifestation site detected a significant increase in electromagnetic activity. Upon investigation, they found Y020 interacting with a Y020-A instance, seemingly teaching the instance how to mimic human behavior. Y020 noticed the team and vanished. One team member later reported severe auditory hallucinations and was subsequently classified as Y020-A after a followed abduction. Incident Report YHLQN-55. Date: July 3rd, 2000. Locate.
Okay, electromagnetic. This thing is alive. Like alive. Like it actually even has a soul. The magnetism is the soul. Electricity, that's the spirit. So like I said, everything on the planet does not have the soul, the magnetism. So it's like everybody that you see don't have a soul. Everything that you see, every person that you see here may or may not even be human. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying. But with this thing having electromagnetic frequency picking pushing off, then that's saying, almost saying that I'm pretty sure this thing has a soul and a spirit. So now my question is almost like, okay, so could this be...
Site Y1 details Y020 appeared during a Foundation secure transfer operation targeting the convoy. The entity managed to abduct 2 personnel, who later reappeared as Y020-A instances. Both exhibited extreme aggression, and one anomalous humanoid from Zeta 0, who had been converted into a Y020-A instance, seemed to maintain her psychokinetic abilities, even though her body was horribly disfigured, and her head had been replaced by the odd tick-like insect.
Okay, well, that's a galaxy. Zeta. So it says Zeta 0, Zeta O? Okay, I'll look that up too. Yeah, I'll look that up too.
Due to the extreme aggression of these instances, they had to be terminated. Analysis of their remains showed advanced insectoid metamorphosis, with internal organs replaced by chitinous structures. Incident Report YHLQN-207. Date: July 19, 2000. Location: Site Y1, Testing Chamber Y6. Details: during a routine test involving SCP-Y6, Dr. Jameson donned the eyeglasses and reported immediate visual contact with Y020. Dr. Jameson described Y020 as standing in the corner of the testing chamber, observing him intently. Upon removing SCP-Y6, Y020 disappeared from sight. This observation was replicated with subsequent tests involving different subjects wearing SCP-Y6. Further testing revealed that SCP-Y6 allows individuals to perceive Y020, suggesting that Y020 exists on a plane or dimension that intersects with our reality in ways normally invisible to the human eye. Individuals using SCP-Y6 reported feeling intense unease and a sense of being watched while Y020 was in view. Incident Report YHLQN-322. Date: July 31st.
Okay, so he's adding a Y with this. That's going to make this a 9. And then he said you can see it with the 6. That's 5. Six. Controlling, possessive, very suspicious, false pride, careless, jealous, lazy. The tarot, the devil. Divine balance of nature, as above, so below. The 6-pointed star. Tarot, the lover's card. Negative, irresponsible, hard-headed, controlling, gossiper, domestic tyrant, judgmental, interfering, doubting Thomas, cynical, dogmatic, complacent, self-righteous. So they tried to slide that one in there. They slicked that one. They tried to sneak that one in there. And of course the nine ether beings. That 6 is 6 ether being. 9 ether being carbon based. And then you have the 6 ether, which is artificial carbon. So it's like 2 differences. All right. So that's what we got going on here. That's why Buddy has the electromagnetic frequency because the 9 ether has the soul. Okay. Own it.
2000. Location, Site Y1, Containment Chamber Y13. Details. During an unscheduled inspection of Y13's containment chamber, Y13 vocalized a complaint about the presence of that ghastly jester within its vicinity. Security personnel on site confirmed that Y13 was referring to Y-020, which was not visible to any personnel present. Y13 expressed visible agitation and demanded the immediate removal of Y-020. The lighting of the containment chamber began to mildly malfunction, while Y13 expressed his intent to give it a right wallop if it was not removed. This interaction suggests that Y13 is inherently capable of perceiving Y-020 without the aid of SCP-Y-6, possibly due to its own anomalous nature. Y13's sensitivity to Y-020 raises questions about the relationship between different SCP entities and their abilities to perceive or interact with one another. Incident Report YHLQN-1. Date: August 1st, 2000. Location: Wyoming. Details: Y-020 appeared to civilian witnesses in a public park, resulting in widespread panic. Mobile Task Force Zeta-0 was dispatched to contain the situation. Upon arrival, Y-020 had vanished, leaving behind 3 Y-020-A instances suspended in mid-air, each displaying the characteristic green patchwork skin and tick-like insect heads. The instances were muttering incoherently in an unknown language, with a rhythmic clicking sound emanating from their throats. The following is an interview conducted with Donovan Carlson, a man who was present during the Y-020 incident at the park. Begin log.
Communicating with each other. Hold on. Before we get into that recording there, let's check this 13 out. So we got power, dominion, and chromatic. Lazy procrastinator. Low self-esteem, unforgiving, controlling, stubborn, misunderstood by everyone, self-harming. If you're into tarot, that would be the death card. And sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean death doesn't pass away, which, if you're like me, you don't really believe in such a thing. It's just transcendence. We transcend the realm. Go to the next dimension if you passed. And then that, of course, the 13 turns into a 4. So we got dull, slow decision making, crude, moody, violent, destructive, harsh, overly stern, rigid, hateful, insensitive, melancholy, cruel, brutal. I think we on the right trail, guys and gals. Yeah. Occupation: hypnotist, occultist, pilot engineer, computer expert, a farmer, a bricklayer, mason, electrician, an architect, a sculptor, mechanic, and a plumber. Yes, sir. So they you know what I mean, we started with the 20, and now we've gotten several numbers that has actually matched up. So let's get it.
Mr. Donovan, thank you for agreeing to speak with us. I understand you've been through quite an ordeal. Could you please describe what you saw in the park that day?
It was a normal day, you know, just walking my dog, Max. Everything was fine until that thing showed up.
Take your time, Mr. Donovan. What did this thing look like?
It was tall, so tall and thin, like it shouldn't be able to stand. And its face was all wrong, like a jester's mask, but alive. Those eyes, glowing, and that smile.
You're doing great. What happened next?
People started screaming, kids crying. I tried to get away, but I couldn't move. It felt like it was looking right at me. And then scratching.
Scratching? Can you elaborate on that?
In my head. Like nails on a chalkboard, but inside. I couldn't think. I couldn't breathe.
You mentioned 3 individuals were left behind. Can you describe what they looked like?
They were hanging. Not by anything I could see, just suspended. Their skin, it was green patches, like sickly green. And their heads, insects. Clicking, always clicking. Talking, but I couldn't understand.
Did they say anything you could make out? Any words or phrases?
No, not words, just muttering and that clicking. Rhythmic, like a pattern. Do you hear that?
Hear what, Mr. Donovan?
The scratching. It's back inside my head.
Mr. Donovan, there's no scratching sound. Can you focus on me? Look at me, please.
No, it's here. I can hear it. It's... Oh, God.
Mr. Donovan?
It's in the corner. The jester. It's here. Watching.
Mr. Donovan, there's nothing there. You're safe here.
Click, click, scratch, scratch. It won't stop. Click, click, scratch, scratch. It won't stop. Click, click, scratch, scratch, scratch. Click, click, scratch.
This concludes the interview. Subject is unresponsive, displaying signs of acute distress. Immediate psychological evaluation recommended.
Donovan Carlson experienced an acute psychological reaction at unprecedented speeds compared to other individuals, developing a rapidly mentally evolving psychosis that is unusual even for those exposed to Y-020. It was later confirmed via a separate testing group participating in a daily walk with Y-13, Philistine, that Y-020 had walked out of the interview room around the time that the interview ended, potentially implying that Y-020 had intentionally induced rapid psychosis in Donovan during his interview. SCP-Y-020's predatory nature and proclivity to toy with its prey, as well as its fast-stacking body count, has earned it an infamous reputation at Site Y1. While it clearly enjoys hunting in populated areas, it also appears to have a proclivity for hunting Site Y1 personnel, having a notable effect on our mortality rates. Site Y1 personnel who find themselves hunted are urged to alert the site director immediately. Around the clock, security personnel will be assigned, and specially designated researchers will conduct extermination tests during the hunting period. We have yet to discover a way to stop, interact, or communicate with Y-020, making it extremely difficult to conduct research on or defend against. Unlike most SCPs, Y-020 may be exterminated on site if one can find a way to do so, and the individual or group to do so will be rewarded gratuitously. This is Director Knightley, signing off on another report at Site Y1. I eagerly look forward to having your audience in future reports.
No doubt. Well, the Calamates, there we go. And the Harlequin, you know? And that it's official. So now we know that there was just another incident in the last one, and it's official now. I mean, that's what's going on. It's the Harlequin. So that's what SCP-20 is, instead of this period prey or whatever. It's the Harlequin, okay? And it's a damn insectoid. Ultimately, it's an insectoid. So, yeah, you need a briefing on that. Go watch Men in Black. The first one. Was it the first one? With Buddy with the put his head back. He was mad. I think that was the first one. Maybe the second one. I don't know. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Check that one out. See what the insectoid's deal is. other than the fact that they mad that y'all be where we all be. You know what I'm saying? Because I have partaken myself in the destruction of insects. I don't really do it no more like that. Like hadn't really killed an insect in years that didn't have it coming. See what I'm saying? You bite me, pow. And I do not do flies and all that type of stuff. They get in the business. I'm sorry. They got to get it. They're just filthy, disgusting little creatures. Okay. But if I don't have to kill it, I won't. Like in the windy, I have a family of ants that that's all they do. And they crawl all over the studio. They get all on me, and I just let them do their thing. They never bother me. I don't bother them. I actually leave some water out for them sometimes, you know what I mean? They come and get some of the water, whatnot. And also I teach my babies the same thing, you know what I mean? If you don't have to kill it, don't kill it. There's too much killing going on, including the insects, and they have feelings as well, and they're intelligent, you know what I'm saying? They some of these animals actually have soul, and they definitely have spirit, you know what I'm saying? So they have feelings, and we have to take these things into consideration, and that's why the planet been doing a lot of stuff that she's been doing, because there's a lot of activities that's been taking place here that she's just not happy about, and neither is Great Mother, that be the universe. They're not happy about some of the things that's taking place here, and so we have to take into consideration of the feelings of the insectoids. So if they in here getting on your ace, Birdie's probably getting on your ace for that reason. Now what he's doing is very, very messed up. Now, you know what I'm saying? We went through it in the first video. Here's the second video, so we know that we already has clicked off for the actual 20 that on point. They brought up other SCPs though, and now I think what we're gonna end up having to do is add the Y with it, because they're throwing a Y. So is this, you know what I'm saying, the 7 with the number? Maybe. I don't know. I guess I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if it pops up like that, like it's actually about to go that route, then we'll bring it in. Otherwise, we'll stick to the actual number of such anomaly, and we'll go from there. But if we need to bring it in like we did in this one, we'll definitely bring her in, because for the reason that we did that, we end up getting more trigger words and points that click. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, so we definitely on. I don't know if that's the reason why they you know what I'm saying, they sent Shadow Law after me or whatever. If you get my meaning, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's just like I said, if we catch it, we gonna call it. And we're just here, just looking through, doing the duty, doing the job, exactly what we were sent here to do. And we're going to get it done. And, of course, we're doing it. You can't be mad at me. Be mad at you. You shouldn't have hit it. You should have just told us about it. Because I actually think it's pretty cool, some of this stuff. I think it's even better that we know about the stuff. You know what I mean? So we can definitely be out here with our heads on a swivel, remembering to protect ourselves spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You know what I mean? For things that, I mean, the thing gets right in your damn head. I mean, this, and then it puts off that scratching chalkboard, which I really don't know too many people that can withstand that frequency without cringing. You feel me? Like I can bear with it a little bit. I mean, it took some time to be able to get through that sound, but I can actually bear with that chalkboard scratch a little bit. You know what I mean? But there's others that just go completely mad when they hear that sound. And these entities, again, they're intelligent. They're from a whole nother galaxy, a whole nother dimension. They're not half the stuff that's over here that's cryptid. And it's not stupid. It may be slow, but it's not stupid. I mean, especially if there's so much stuff out here that hadn't been found yet, or you know it's out here and you still haven't caught it yet. I mean, it can't be that slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, or dumb. I'll just say it like that. It can't be dumb. Otherwise, you'd caught it by now. You know what I mean? And then y'all see how some stuff, y'all can't even catch it. Like, you don't know what this thing got going on, let alone what it's fully capable of. Like right now, like he said, it could really just be toying with people. You feel me? But that's not the extent of its ability. Until you pin it in a corner, you won't know what this thing can really do, or do you? And see, that's the problem. That's the problem, because we got to question you. You know what I mean? So everything got to be put under extreme scrutiny. We got to scrutinize you. If you can't take the scrutiny, man, you shouldn't have did it. Feel me? You should have came on out with it. But we gonna find it, because I'm here now. Even if it's old news, I'm finna bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to know what's going on. So, Academates, I hope y'all enjoyed this video right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. How would you deal with this? I don't really see too many ways. I mean, I'm trying to understand how it gets locked in. Maybe that's when you lay eyes on it, but that's probably when it's selected you. And if it's selected you, then that means it's probably had its eyes on you already for a good little minute before it revealed itself, meaning it's trying to test your aura, trying to see how, you know what I'm saying, where your weak point's at, exactly how I'm about to get in, and it's only looking for certain people. These certain people got to be weak in certain area, meaning somewhere in your aura there's a hole, and it's seeing right through it. Or you don't have a soul, meaning if you don't have a soul, you don't have an aura. You're not putting off any light. That's your open vessel. You know what I mean? And we don't really, and they don't know, they can't tell you exactly what's happening to these people other than they're being turned. That is it. They're turning. See what I'm saying? So, and then y'all labeled it a killer. Like, what if this thing just really went on a spree and just started jumping on hundreds of thousands of people? You know what I'm saying? Y'all say like big areas where we got beaches, you know what I'm saying? Lakes, ponds, harbors, all these is where you can find a lot of people. See what I'm saying? A lot of people. And this is what the intuitive connection, the number 2. So yeah, you got to use your intuition here. If you ain't connected with your intuition, you ain't gonna know, cause it's just like, but there's nothing here. But if he was really tapped in, he could feel the frequency of that thing behind him, like the magnetism. See, Buddy probably don't have a soul, so he don't feel the magnetism. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's oblivious to what's really going on behind him. But Buddy can see it, of course, because he's already then tapped into his mind. So it's already on with him, and the other dude can't even pick him up. Of course, he's looking with these 2 eyes, and not looking with this one. And he missing it. Can't even feel it. Like, and you know, sometimes you get that feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like you get the chills, or your hair stand up and you feel like something just brushed past you. Like some people be so out of sync, they don't even feel it. They don't know what's going on. They just strictly about the research and just trying to get it on paper. Ain't nothing you completely safe. But yeah, I'm safe, but this thing is in my mind and you don't even know it. How am I safe? That's deception, bro. Like, y'all can't be, you know what I'm saying? So, then small-minded, sly, super sensitive, like this. I mean, come on, bro. Then it's like they're impatient, just trying to get information. This entity is very cruel. You feel me? Like, whatever it's doing to him, it's doing to do to apathetic. It's doing to do to him, bro. Then 13 come a stop, you know what I'm saying? He come in, so that's dull and cruel. Harsh, overly stern, rigid, hateful, you know what I'm saying? Like melancholy. So we had all that busting. So there you go. You know what I mean? Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and all the high vibrating species on the planet. Continue to vibe high, keep the oil with you, you know what I'm talking about? And we will see you next time for another one. You know? Peace.